Do you think that the Supreme Court, as it's made up now, do you think that Amy Coney Barrett and Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh owe it to Donald Trump to find a ruling, let's say in this 14th Amendment case where some states are trying to keep him off the ballot?
Yes, I do. I think they do owe him because, I mean, they're there because of him. And I think that would be the right thing to do, considering that, you know, all these things against him are nonsense.
Well, right, but that's for them to adjudicate. But you think, forgetting the nonsense, aside from that, that they would owe it to him?
Yes.
So the idea of an independent judiciary, though, goes down a slippery slope there, does it not?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think President Biden won the election?
No.
Do you think President Biden won the election?
Absolutely not.
Really? And what would it take for you to believe that? Like the courts went through it, the Congress went through it.
I don't trust any of them, unfortunately.
But if Trump had won, would you have believed the election?
Absolutely, because he did win.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So why would you believe that and not the other?
Because again, he's not being controlled. He's the first president that has stood up and said, I am not following the deep state. I am making my own decisions. And therefore, they don't want him in office. He got backlash for it. Everybody else is having support and help from things that they should probably not be having help and support from.
First of all, Donald Trump did not lose.
What do you mean?
He won in a landslide. They cheated. So,
But I mean, the court,
I don't care what the court says, because the court's bought and paid for by the left. So it doesn't matter what they say, because they're all held to the left's standard. Like, if you don't do this, you're out.
But these are courts that were largely, many were Trump appointees, many were Bush appointees, and some were Obama appointees.
Okay, so Obama appointees are not going to stand up for Trump. Bush is on the side of the left, even though he pretends to be on the right. So, I mean, I say 3/4 of them are compromised anyway. So, you know, are you going to get fair justice out of that system? No.
What do you think of the Dobbs decision that overturned Roe v. Wade?
I'm anti-abortion, so I'm all about it.
So do you think that was a fair decision by the court?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, those were a lot of Trump appointees, 3 of them on there. Is that fair?
It's fair.
Why is it fair for that decision, but not for the election and for some of these other courts?
Because they've proven the election was stolen. They have all the documentation, and
that's what I'm saying. But they haven't proven it, right? I mean, to the court.
Okay, that's what people say, but I believe otherwise. And I'm anti-abortion. I'm pro-God. I'm pro-life, and I feel that, you know, Trump is the same. He believes in the family. He believes in children, and in our future is our children. So.
Do you think he's Christian?
Absolutely, 100%.
Americans want to make more money if they can, but not by unions or by that type of struggle, but rather by raising all boats. We can help everyone to gain a better income and a better wage.
Don't you think unions are there to make sure that part of what their purpose is to make sure that there are fair wages?
I think there should be, but I don't think Obama does that. I don't think this regime right now does that. In my opinion, wages are lower. And if they aren't lower, what about inflation? I'm tired of hearing that gas is $3. Who buys regular? We all buy gas, and mine today was $4.63. Well, I don't buy regular and put it in my car because most cars say 89 or above, sir. And if you're taking care of your car, you're never buying regular in most cases. But what if you were? We still don't have $2 gas. We're not using our oil reserves. We're not using our own energy.
They're saying that the 14th Amendment is going to be tested at the Supreme Court to keep him off the ballot in certain places. Do you think that the justices that he appointed to the Supreme Court, that they owe it to Donald Trump to vote against that?
You know, they're going to go with Trump because of the way that Trump stands for.